welcome back to Tub Talk with T. As you can tell, we're not in the tub tonight. We're at my table. You could say I quite literally pulled this episode out of my cabinet. These are all of the teas that I've had in my cabinet, and I honestly was kind of short on time this week, and since I've missed so many episodes in the past, I didn't want to miss another one. So I just wanted to do a quick episode about all the teas that I personally have in my house, give you some ideas about maybe going out and exploring at your local grocery store, some different types of teas that you might want to pick up in the future. My episodes are always about bath, beauty, relaxation, and tea. So tonight I just thought we'd mix it up and do a little table talk instead of tub talk. First we're going to start with one of my favorites, cinnamon stick tea. Now, I will say this has not been my absolute favorite brand of this flavor. This is my favorite flavor of tea, but not my favorite brand of this flavor. And I really wish I could tell you what the brand is of my favorite, because I cannot think of it. Sorry, that is my cat attacking my tablecloth right now. Apparently she's not liking the spring pattern as much as I am. But anyways, this is Bigelow Cinnamon Stick Black Tea. It says full-bodied and robust with a sweet cinnamon finish, all natural. It is good. I'm not going to say it's not good. I also just feel like it's not as cinnamony. I know it's not a word, cinnamony. As the other tea that I really enjoy, but it's still very delicious. I really enjoy cinnamon tea, apple spice tea around the fall time when it's getting warm or cold out and you want to warm up. It's great. Christmas time, that cinnamon, I don't know, it just is like this nostalgia feel, like you want to have like cinnamon and different herbs and spices in the winter time, I feel like. And so this is like one of my favorite teas around those times. This is another tea by Bigelow. It's peppermint tea. This is actually really good for if you have headaches or an upset stomach. Peppermint is actually really good for helping with upset stomachs. You could suck on a peppermint if you wanted to. If you just had like this peppermint candies, you could put a couple of drops of peppermint essential oil into water and drink it to help with your stomach or headaches. You could also rub some essential oil on your temples for headaches of peppermint. We actually do that with my oldest daughter. Sometimes when she gets headaches, we'll rub a little bit on her temples instead of giving her headache medicine like Aleve or a Tylenol. This says peppermint herbal tea, refreshing peppermint, pure and simple, caffeine free. Now, again, Bigelow is good. I just feel like the flavor isn't as flavorful, I guess. So Bigelow is kind of iffy, but I don't know why we ended up with 3 boxes of Bigelow tea. Now this is a Bigelow assorted teas. This has this box right here is very good for when you're not feeling well. This has a bag of lemon lift, green tea, constant comment, black tea, Earl Grey tea, plantation mint, and English thyme tea. These are all really good teas to drink for when you're not feeling well. They're individually wrapped. There's a couple of each kind. I'm sorry, again, that is my cat messing with things. She's not happy that I'm doing this episode at this table, apparently. If you have pets, you understand. Especially a cat. Cats are just like, F that, and just push it off the table. All of you that have been like working from home and have a cat, you know the struggle. Okay. I talk about this name brand tea a lot in my episodes because I really enjoy their teas. It's Celestial Seasoning Tea. This says fruit sampler. It's a herbal tea, caffeine free. All of my teas are caffeine free, by the way. Well, don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure most of them are. This is a variety pack. It has raspberry zinger, country peach passion, wild berry zinger, true blueberry, and black cherry berry. There's 5 different flavors and 18 bags in this. And again, this is one of my favorites. I love Celestial tea. I just find it's very flavorful, and I like drinks that are sweeter, and you know, you might not want to be putting as much sugar into your drinks. So getting a flavored tea like these are definitely good, because then it's already more sweet and you don't have to add anything to it. You could add some honey too if you wanted to. Again, this is a Celestial tea. This is raspberry zinger. This is one of my favorites. And this is great for iced or hot. You could make up a whole picture of a flavored raspberry tea and put it in the fridge and have cold iced tea if you'd rather have cold tea than hot tea. Which I think that's great for summertime. Instead of drinking a bunch of sugary drinks for kids during the summertime, or adults too, you know, instead of making up a bunch of juice or pop, you could make up a picture of flavored raspberry iced tea. And that would cut down on your sugar a lot, and it's still very flavorful. Red Singer. This is a Celestial tea, and it's hibiscus. I've actually been drinking this one quite a bit lately, and I don't know if it's just because it's like a little bit of a floral citrusy taste, and I mean, I really enjoy the flavor, but it kind of just makes me get in that summertime mood, I think. It makes me think of like somewhere tropical. And again, like I said, with the sugar, it's cutting down on the sugar because it's already sweet and it's already flavored. So I've been drinking this hibiscus tea a lot lately. And of course, we have our little honey bear. Now, don't get me started on honey, because you could literally buy all kinds of different honey at the store. You could just go to even just Walmart or any store in general and stare at honey for probably an hour, because there's so many different types. Clover honey, all kinds of different all natural honeys. I mean, you just try to find one that you think you would like the best. Even get like a sample sizes and just sample a bunch of different ones and find your favorite. You could do like a honey sampler and a tea sampler. Go for it. Then of course we just have the classic Lipton iced tea for those who are just simple, just want a glass of iced tea. You could again make this a hot tea, or you could make it a iced tea. Normally this is what we use to make a big picture of iced tea, if you want to make a big picture of homemade iced tea. And then just slice up a couple of lemons, add a little bit of sugar or honey to it. That's just your good classic go-to pack. And then there's a lot in here too, so obviously if you're making a big picture, you're going to need a couple bags. So you just want to get a pot and fill it up, boil like 4, maybe 5, depending on how deep, blackened, flavorful you want to go with your tea. Let that boil, let it sit for a little bit, and then pour it into your picture and put it in the fridge for it to cool off. And I would do that the exact same way with any of your flavored teas, which I'm sure all of you know how to make iced tea, but if you didn't, now you know. You could also do sun tea, where you just put it in a pitcher, put some water in it, put a couple of tea bags, and just let it sit and brew in the sun, which is lovely to do in the summertime. I just want to show off some cute little mugs that I have that I just got for my birthday. This says Home Sweet Home, and it has lemons on it. I have a lemon kitchen, so I'm super excited about that. And then this cute little kitty mug. He's a happy kitty. Unlike my kitty who's trying to destroy my table. And then of course, I just want to show off some different decorative teapots that I have. If you want to make a whole pot of tea on the stove to share or just for you, because you know you're going to be making several cups instead of coffee, or a tea drinker, or you just want to try some tea that night. These are great. Or you could always just pop a single cup in the microwave if you have to. You know, if you were having an actual tea party, which I think we are going to definitely do an episode on a tea party. I'm going to get some friends together and have a tea party. My friend Sue and I love tea, and my friend Panda, we actually had a tea party. I want to say it was back in the fall. We had a tea party outside. It was one of like the few like social things we actually got to have because it was outside. So I think we'll definitely do an episode on a tea party. I love Alice in Wonderland. One tea parties, but I just love the movie in general. So maybe we'll do like a fun Alice themed tea party. My dad has a really cool backyard with lots of flowers and stuff. Maybe we'll do an episode on that. I just want to show you too some ideas. Like if you were gonna have a tea party, you could do little pastries. You could do finger sandwiches and tea, cookies and tea. You could get real English with it and do like crumpets and jams and tea. And I'm not going to try to do my British accent tonight because I'm not very good at it, but a little bit. You could go any direction really. You could have so much fun with this. Pinterest, I'm obsessed with Pinterest. You could go and just get a bunch of different ideas and go crazy on Pinterest with tea parties. But I just right now in general have this set up, not even for tea parties. I just like decorating my house for the seasons. And so I have this, like my grandmother actually found this at a thrift store and I love it. It's a crystal decorative bowl. It has like a gold bottom. I think this is supposed to be a candy dish, but I always put like decorative things in it and have it on my table all throughout the year. I decorate it with different seasons. Right now it has my springtime stuff. Now it has like some floral, purple potpourri going on in this. I actually used some of this potpourri out of the bag for my Marie Antoinette episode, and I have it in this little dish on my table, so it smells good and it looks good. I'm obsessed with drying flowers. I actually have several vases around my house that have dried flowers in them from different occasions. I'm that lady who, like for my sister's wedding, I took like 5 bridesmaids, maybe not that many, I'm exaggerating, but I took like a lot of flowers from the reception that I came home and dried. And then when I get flowers as a gift, I dry them out. But I just think that they turn out so pretty, you know? So I have some dried flowers on the table. You could have real flowers, any seasonal real flowers that you want to add to the table to liven it up. I have a lemon scented candle, but you could have any kind of candles. I said my kitchen was lemon, so if you had like any fake fruit or any bright decorative colors that you wanted to add, napkins, napkin ring holders, candles, and even some incense if you were okay with a little bit of smoke, not a lot of smoke, that's great. And like I said, I think we're going to do a different episode. We'll go all out and we'll have a whole party. I was just giving you guys some ideas tonight. Like I said, I was short on time, but I still wanted to make a video, so I came up with talking about teas tonight. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some ideas. Go out and try and taste some new teas and discover your love for tea like I do. Alright, this is Tough Talk with Tea, and I'll see you next time.